Have you ever thought that the gas you use every day in your home for cooking can actually be produced inside your own house? Yes, it may sound a little strange at first, but it is completely true. The things we throw away as waste every day, like vegetable peels, leftover food, fruit skins, and even cow dung, can all be used to produce a gas that can light your stove, generate electricity, and reduce your monthly expenses. And this gas is called biogas. Now you might be wondering, can household waste really be that useful? In today's video, we will explain the complete process of biogas production from start to finish in very simple language, so that there is no confusion left in your mind and you start thinking that this system should exist in every home. To understand biogas better, we have divided this entire story into 3 parts. First, we will understand how biogas is formed. Second, what gases are included in it and how it burns. And third, how you can make it at home and what precautions are necessary. So first, let's understand how biogas is actually produced. The process of making biogas is called anaerobic digestion. It may sound difficult, but its meaning is very simple. It is a process in which waste decomposes without oxygen and turns into gas. Think of a simple example. If you put wet waste in a closed container and leave it for a few days, it starts to rot and produces a strong smell. That is actually the beginning of gas formation. But in a biogas plant, this entire process is controlled so it can be used effectively. The real heroes of this process are microorganisms or bacteria. They are so tiny that we cannot see them, but they completely convert waste into gas. Now let's understand this process in more detail, which is divided into 4 main stages. The first stage is hydrolysis. In this stage, large organic materials like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are broken down into smaller molecules. For example, if you add leftover bread, rice, or vegetable waste, it slowly starts breaking into smaller particles. In simple words, the waste starts preparing itself for decomposition. The second stage is acidogenesis. In this stage, these smaller molecules break down further into various acids, alcohols, and other chemicals. This is where gas formation begins, and a slight bad smell may also be noticed. The third stage is acetogenesis. In this stage, the previously formed substances are converted into acetic acid, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen. This stage prepares the material for the final and most important stage. The fourth and most important stage is methanogenesis. Here, special types of bacteria called methanogens come into action. These bacteria convert acetic acid and hydrogen into methane gas. And this methane gas is the actual biogas that burns and provides us energy. Now the question is, what exactly is inside biogas? Biogas is not a single gas, but a mixture of different gases. It contains about 50% to 70% methane, 30% to 40% carbon dioxide, and small amounts of hydrogen sulfide and water vapor. Now you might be wondering, why does it burn? The answer is methane. Methane is a flammable gas, which means it catches fire easily. When you burn biogas, methane reacts with oxygen and produces heat, which is used for cooking food. By now you understand how biogas is formed. But the real interesting part starts now. How can you make it at home? Building a biogas plant is not as difficult as it sounds. Today, small household biogas plants are easily available in the market that you can install. A simple biogas plant has 4 basic parts. First, the inlet, where waste is added. Second, the digester tank, where gas is produced. Third, the gas holder, where gas is stored. Fourth, the outlet, where the leftover material comes out. Now let's understand the whole process step by step. First, you collect your household wet waste, such as vegetable peels, fruit peels, leftover food, or cow dung. Remember, plastic, metal, or chemical waste should not be included in it. After that, water is mixed with this waste to form a thick mixture called slurry. This slurry is added into the digester tank through the inlet. This tank is completely sealed so that no oxygen can enter inside, and this is the most important condition for biogas production. The bacteria inside slowly start their work. After a few days, the waste begins to decompose and gas starts forming. Usually, gas production begins within 7 to 15 days. This gas gradually collects in the upper part of the tank and is delivered to your kitchen through a pipe. You can use it directly on your stove. An interesting fact is that the flame of biogas is light blue, just like LPG. It provides clean cooking with less smoke. Now let's talk about the leftover material called slurry. This slurry is actually a very good organic fertilizer. It contains nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are extremely beneficial for plants. This means that from one system, you get both gas and fertilizer. Now, let's look at a practical example. If an average household adds 1 to 2 kilograms of waste daily, it can produce enough gas to cook for 1 to 2 hours per day. But some important things must be kept in mind. The temperature should not be too low, because in cold weather, bacterial activity slows down. The digester must be fed regularly, and the entire system must be completely airtight. Otherwise, it will not work properly and may also produce bad smell. Now the question arises, is it safe? The answer is yes. If used properly, it is completely safe because the gas pressure is not very high and the entire system is controlled. Now let's talk about its benefits. The biggest benefit is that it is a cheap and renewable source of energy. Another major benefit is that it helps in waste management. The household waste that harms the environment is converted into a useful resource. The third major benefit is that it is environmentally friendly. When waste decomposes in open areas, it releases methane gas, which is a greenhouse gas and harms the environment. But in a biogas plant, we collect and use this gas. That is why it is considered a sustainable and eco-friendly energy source. Biogas is especially being promoted in rural areas. In many places, the government also provides subsidies so that people can adopt it easily. If we summarize the whole process, waste is added, bacteria break it down, methane gas is produced, gas is used, and the leftover material becomes fertilizer. But there is a big lesson hidden in this entire story. The things we consider useless and throw away can actually be our most valuable resources. So next time you throw away waste, just think once, is it really waste or a hidden treasure? Today's video ends here, where we learned how biogas is formed and how it can be made at home. If you liked this information, like the video. Thank you for joining me on Metrixor. I'll see you again in the next video.